So today we're going to go over just a quick tip. I'm going to show you it step by step. As you can see, there aren't many screens. We're going to walk through it together. And basically, we're going to take Word data from within Word and we're going to dump it inside of an Excel spreadsheet. Sometimes it's easier for us to put information in a Word format, and you can see here a list as an example. But then we want to perhaps alphabetize it based on the first set of data separated by a semicolon, or maybe alphabetize it based on the second set of data. So I'm going to show you how to do that. It's pretty easy. Once you see it once, you can do it many times. So stay tuned, and we're going to jump right to it. Okay, so here we're going to walk through this step by step, but let's just go ahead and create some information here. And we're just going to create 3 files here: California, Alabama, and Florida. And we're going to put a semicolon. Notice the semicolon right there. Very important for this conversation. Okay, that semicolon. It doesn't have to be a semicolon. It could be a comma, could be several other ways to separate, but we're just going to do that. And so we want to, and let's just pretend this is a list with thousands or hundreds of entries. We want to be able to sort it based on the lowest number at the top, for example, and then in some cases we want to be able to sort the data to be alphabetical, right? So Alabama would be on top. So how do we do that? Okay, so we have our data, no big deal. We can just copy it just like this and go to copy. Then we can go over to our Excel spreadsheet and we can go ahead and paste that data in. Now, we can put here as a header if you want. So we can put here state, and then we could put in, I'm just making up this, so cost. And then we're going to hit go. Now, you can see here that we have the data, but when we click on it, it's all in one cell. Excuse me, it's all in one column. So how do we fix that? Well, the way we fix it, I'm kind of getting ahead of myself. Let's go back to our instructions. So we were here, we created this. We just dumped this data in here, okay? And then the next thing we're going to do is we're going to go to the column and we're going to click on data, number 2 there, and number 3, text to columns. So we're going to go ahead and highlight the data. We're going to go to data. We're going to go text to columns, okay? And then we're going to say what is the delimiter. And we're going to do that in just a second. But you notice here, it's delimited, meaning that it's separated by commas or tabs in different fields. And you can see that it's already seeing that, right? But it's still in only one column. So here we're going to tell it what it is. And notice here that we could say tab, comma, space, or other, okay? And here, and we can do other qualifiers here we're not going to go into. But notice that it just created 2 columns for us. We're going to hit next. Again, we can see the 2 columns, okay? And we want it to come out as text and text. Now, we could tell it to come out as anything we want, but we're going to do that, okay? We're going to hit finish. Sure enough, there's the information. Now, it's giving us this little doohickey because it thinks this should be a numeric value, right? Convert to a number. So if we did that, boom, it convert to a number. Doesn't really matter. Now, let's say that we want to sort this data, for example. We would just highlight it, click on sort, and then we'd say, hey, we do have headers, right, because we put those in. And we're going to say, hey, I want you to sort on state, and we hit OK. Now, it's just going to sort on state, and then we could sort on number as well if we wanted to, or we could highlight this whole thing and say, hey, let's go ahead and format this. Where are you here? Format as a table. We're going to click on there. We're going to say, yep, we have headers. And now I can just do it this way, right? Smallest, A to Z. So that's pretty easy, right? I think it is. So very easy. We'll go back here. So we just did that, and then we just convert, and we tell it what it is, and then we're good to go. It turns out exactly the way we want it to. Good luck with this.